It is 12:04 Central Standard Time, Houston, Texas time, and it is Tuesday. Tuesday, big fat Tuesday. Um, that's not being fat phobic. That's what you actually call it after Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. And it's also a big deal in Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago and other various Caribbean islands in case you've ever been. I'm listening to some DJ Anna and Ultra Simo. DJ Anna is an excellent young DJ, and so is her partner Ultra Simo. DJ Anna actually reminds me of my daughters, all three of them. She DJs Trinidadian music, and she's wonderful. So give her a listen. Also, some Damian Marley, Ziggy Marley, and Skrillex. Wonderful song, Mash Up D Place is the name of it, if you want to give that a listen. Another great song that I've been listening to lately is called Ram Sing, which is my particular last name, RAM like Mary, SIN like Nancy, G as in Gilbert, H as in Hush, please. And so, but that is Backyard Studios from Trinidad and Tobago. A young man named Raymond Ranmarine and his partner, Rudy Bacchanal. So if you could give that a watch, it's amazing how much these people look like my family, which they possibly could be because Trinidad is not a very big island. But the taller guy definitely reminds me of my dad. My dad was 6'2", and he was, broad shoulders, just a like truly football dude. But he wasn't a football player. He was just a boss, the superintendent of the entire north side of Harris County Flood Control. And of course, my mom did air traffic control for Continental Airlines. So when you say bosses, they were bosses. They were go-getters. They were wonderful. They weren't perfect, but who is? And one thing that I've learned is that you've got to forgive people. Your parents, especially my parents, are so much younger than I am now when they passed away. I'm 54, my dad was 40, and my mom was 43. So if I knew a 43-year-old and a 40-year-old right now, I would think they were kids. So let that sink in. So I wouldn't even definitely want to date the 40-year-old. I'd be like, oh my God, you're too young. And so now my dad is memorialized and my mom memorialized as being young forever. And so is Gilbert and his dad, Gilberto and Gilberto, senior and junior. It's a beautiful family. Gilbert's dad was so sweet to me when they took me to the Astros game at the Astrodome, and then there was nobody there, and we had like the whole Astrodome to ourselves. And I was in the marching band during that time as well, so we got to march when MacArthur High School was the state UIL champions. See, I do have pride for my school, but I just don't have pride in some of the people that I associated with. But I guess we were all just doing our best, trying to be new wave and punk rock in an era where people just had to use, a bunch of Aquanet and a lighter, to make our hair stand up like that. And then mine would always fall. And my Asian friend, his name was Suki Nara, he walked around, with these cool kung fu shoes, and he would use some kind of cement in his hair, and it stood straight up. So anyway, make that make sense. All right, y'all. Thank you. This is Rhonda Ramsing. Maybe you understand a little bit why I am the way I am. I was raised in Club 6400. I was raised on Richmond Avenue and Hillcroft. I was not a topless dancer. I knew a topless dancer, two of them, a male one and a female one and another female one, and I couldn't stand the females. But the male one was also a grease ball, but one of them was really nice, Bobby Adonis, who was a Greek goddess. But then I took my friends there, and they were all stupid because they were jealous that I was making friends with, you know, Dave and George, Michael, lookalike, and Bobby Adonis, who was just every rock star's dream. I mean, blue eyes, black. Anyway, I have good taste in men. What can I tell you? Even when they go bald and they look like Kojak. Yeah, okay. Hawaii 5-0, the Fonz. Get a picture, get a clue. Yes, I love Gilbert Pruneda, and I know that I have to move on and get married to somebody else, but I'm getting a lot of proposals right now, so I'm having to be very selective. So Marshall Mathers, Eminem, you're still in the running, baby. Give me a call.